Velvetos was once known as the most powerful demon lord the world had ever seen, but fate had other plans for him. After his death, the very next day, yet another girl walks up to Art and confesses her feelings. Art rejects her without hesitation, bluntly stating that he has no intention of adding someone he doesn't find attractive to his so-called harem. Offended and furious, the girl tries to attack him using her seductive magic, but before she can do anything, Rina arrives. Seeing Rina, the girl backs off and leaves immediately. Art thanks Rina for stepping in, but instead of responding, Rina puffs up her cheeks in annoyance and storms off. Meanwhile, inside the principal's office, a different plan is taking shape. The principal summons Professor Jessica and explains that they want Art to participate in the upcoming tournament. Their real goal isn't the competition itself, it's to publicly reveal Art's true strength to the entire teaching staff so that they can later appoint him as a professor. Jessica confidently assures them that she'll convince Art to join. That night, Art lies awake, confused about what he did to upset Rina so badly. Just then, Jenny enters his room, and it's immediately clear she didn't come with innocent intentions. She boldly removes her clothes and tells Art that she doesn't care how many girls he loves, as long as she gets to be his first. Things are heading rapidly in a dangerous direction, until Rina suddenly walks in. Seeing the two of them in such an embarrassing situation, Rina explodes in anger, screaming and throwing anything she can grab around the room. Jenny stops her and asks why she's even in Art's room so late at night. Rina replies that she only came to apologize, and that she dressed this way because Art's mother told her men like sexy outfits when women want forgiveness. Rina then turns her frustration toward Jenny, accusing her of causing all the girls at school to chase Art ever since she started flirting with him. The argument quickly escalates. Finally, Art loses his patience. He orders both of them to kneel and demands that they apologize to each other immediately. But before they can finish, Professor Jessica arrives. She's overheard everything. Instead of scolding them, she calmly suggests that both girls enter the tournament. Whoever proves herself stronger would clearly be the better match for Art. And if one of them wins the entire competition, Art's reputation will rise even higher, making it easier to appoint him as a professor. At first, both girls hesitate, but when they imagine Art wearing stylish instructor uniforms, they instantly agree. The tournament begins with the mayor and Art's parents serving as judges. Art, however, can barely focus, because Olivia is sitting right next to him. When Rina's match starts, Art silently prays for her to lose. If she does, maybe he won't be forced into becoming a professor. As soon as the fight begins, Rina's opponent launches a fierce attack. Rina barely dodges it. Then she notices Art praying desperately for her victory. That alone restores her confidence. Using the script magic Art taught her, she traps her opponent and wins decisively. As Rina exits the arena, Jenny approaches her. The two exchange a promise. They'll meet again in the finals. The tournament continues, and just as promised, both girls crush every opponent in their path and reach the final match. Strangely, the mayor doesn't celebrate. He sits silently, thinking about everything his daughter has endured over the years. Just as the final is about to begin, Art senses something terribly wrong. The moment the match starts, a man in the crowd suddenly stands up and begins transforming into a demon. At the same time, multiple demons appear throughout the arena, spreading chaos and destruction everywhere. Jessica urgently informs Olivia and Art that demons are attacking the entire city, and everyone must split up to stop them. During the chaos, a demon attacks Jenny, knocking her to the ground. Rina rushes in and saves her, but before they can recover, a massive explosion occurs nearby. A gigantic golem forms right in front of them. They attack it with everything they have, but their spells do nothing. Just as the golem prepares to strike back, Mayor Alhide arrives. Using his immense strength, he lifts the golem and slams it into the ground repeatedly, increasing his power until cracks spread across its body. Finally, the golem shatters completely. But then, everything changes. Jessica suddenly appears behind the mayor and plunges her hand straight into his chest. Everyone freezes in shock. Jessica calmly reveals the truth. Her real name is Elsa, and she is the King of Dragons. She admits that everything she did was part of an elaborate plan to capture Rina. Jenny attacks her with everything she has, trying to buy time for Rina to escape, but Elsa easily knocks her away with a single strike. When Elsa prepares to kill Jenny, Rina tries to stop her, but Elsa is far stronger. Realizing there's no other choice, Rina agrees to go with her. After Elsa disappears, Art arrives and immediately heals the mayor. When Alhida regains consciousness, he tells Art the truth. Rina has been kidnapped by the King of Dragons, the same dragon who nearly destroyed the world thousands of years ago. Art promises to bring her back. The mayor leads him to the nation's most secret location, the royal treasury. As Art prepares to leave, his father asks the mayor if he's afraid Art will discover Rina's secret. Alhaidi admits that Rina spent her childhood locked away, hiding the truth about herself. But after meeting Art, she changed. He doesn't know how Art will react once he learns everything. Elsewhere, Rina remembers the moment Art promised he would never abandon her. Suddenly, she wakes up, bound in chains. Elsa tells her she wants the blood flowing through Rina's veins. She reveals the corpses of countless orphans and explains that using Rina's blood, she plans to resurrect an evil god, the same god Art, once the demon lord, killed long ago. Her ultimate dream is simple: total destruction of the world she's hated her entire life. Rina insists that Art will stop her. Elsa laughs, saying Art is just a human, and once he learns Rina's true nature, he'll hate her too. With that, Elsa begins the ritual and removes the barrier. The monster lunges toward Rina. At the same time, Art equips himself with armor and weapons for the coming battle. Jenny appears, but Art refuses to bring her along, saying her safety comes first. He promises to rescue Rina and return by dinner, and asks her to prepare a good meal. As the monster prepares to devour Rina, strange tentacles emerge from its body, then from its mouth. Before it can touch her, the creature suddenly burns to ash. Everyone looks up. Art is descending from the sky. He casts 9 massive magic circles and launches a simultaneous attack. Elsa retreats into the air to avoid it. Art frees Rina, and she immediately hugs him, crying in relief. Elsa smiles with excitement, finally able to unleash her full power. Art promises Rina that he will defeat Elsa. Elsa mocks him, revealing Rina's true surname and claiming she is the kingdom's true royalty, with evil god blood flowing through her veins. Art responds without hesitation, none of that matters. To him, Rina is kind, brave, and stronger than any monster. That's all he needs to know. Elsa attacks with lightning, but Art blocks it with his spear. She continues her assault, and when she descends, Art strikes from beneath the ground. He launches her into the sky, but the battle isn't over. Elsa transforms into her true form, a massive dragon. Art instantly creates a barrier, protecting both himself and Rina as the dragon's devastating attack crashes down. And this time, the real battle finally begins. Art immediately begins casting a spell, and in front of him appears a radiant golden Lydia. She spreads a powerful barrier that completely shields him from the dragon's relentless attacks. At Art's command, Lydia then reshapes herself into a sword, and without wasting a second, Art charges after the dragon. With Lydia guiding him, he skillfully evades every single strike coming his way. Seizing the moment, Art activates Executor Ray and launches a devastating attack toward Jessica. However, she effortlessly dodges everything. Smirking, she tries to get inside his head, telling him that he is an even bigger monster than Rina, and that one day Rina herself will fear him and abandon him completely. But suddenly, Rina screams that he could never lose to a mere lizard. Those words hit Art deeply. He realizes he is no longer fighting alone. He orders Lydia to activate face-to-face mode, and instantly dark armor spreads across his entire body. His appearance shifts, resembling his former Demon Lord form. When Jessica attacks again, she ends up getting injured instead. This happens because Art has already analyzed every one of her attacks, and more importantly, he understands her true emotions. That insight allows him to control the flow of her power. Then Art unleashes one of his most destructive techniques, Ultimo Zero. Jessica responds by casting her own high-level spell to counter it, but Art's attack keeps expanding, growing larger and more overwhelming by the second. When it finally strikes, the resulting explosion completely annihilates her. After the battle, Art asks Lydia to return to his soul. Through everything they experience together, their bond grows even stronger. That same night, a young girl defeats a massive monster all by herself. She feels proud and happy because she finally believes she has become strong enough to support her big sister, Lydia. Her name is Sylphie, and she has been training inside dungeons for 3 years. When Sylphie finally reaches the city, she's completely shocked. Everything has changed beyond recognition. She can't believe so much transformation happened in just 3 years. That's when a strange man approaches her and says he's impressed that she trained for 3,000 years. Sylphie immediately understands what he means. Time flows differently inside the dungeon. The 3 years she spent training there equal 3,000 years in the outside world. She casually replies that she already knew and was just checking whether he knew. As they walk together, Sylphie asks who he is. He explains that he serves both Lydia and Varvatos. Hearing that, Sylphie asks the question that matters most to her. Where's the Demon Lord? The man replies that the Demon Lord is dead, but his soul has reincarnated. His new name is Art Meteor. He tells her that if she wants to know what truly happened in Lydia's life, she should meet Art herself. Back at the academy, the principal gathers Art, Reina, and Jenny. He announces that a grand school festival will soon be held, where students can either showcase their skills or participate in a stage play. The moment Reina hears about the theater option, her eyes light up. Seeing her excitement, the others also agree to join the play. Then the principal shows Art a disturbing letter. It contains a threat stating that this year's annual festival will be destroyed. Even more horrifying, the letter is written on human skin. It was sent by the demon cult lord Algol. Because of this, the principal wants Art to stay involved in the festival. He believes Art is the only student capable of protecting the school if an attack occurs. Olivia will assist him, and she's also gathering other powerful allies. Meanwhile, Reina and Jenny decide that their play will be based on the Demon Lord himself. During class, chaos erupts when Sylphie suddenly bursts in, shouting Art's name. She starts rushing up to different boys, asking for their names. Olivia immediately smacks her on the head and scolds her, saying she disappeared for 3,000 years yet still behaves like a 10-year-old. Art silently nods in agreement. Sylphie notices him and instantly realizes the truth. Art Meteor is the reincarnation of the Demon Lord. She demands to know where Lydia is, but Art calmly says he has no idea what she's talking about. Sylphie deliberately starts saying things meant to provoke him. Hearing this, Reina steps forward and firmly scolds Sylphie, telling her she can't speak badly about someone without knowing the truth. The way Reina defends Art reminds Sylphie of Lydia, and she immediately calms down. Sylphie asks Reina about her relationship with Art. Reina replies that they are best friends. Sylphie then asks if she can become Reina's friend as well, but Reina flatly refuses. Annoyed, Sylphie challenges Art to a duel to prove that he is the real Demon Lord. She also sets a condition. If she wins, Reina must become her friend. Olivia agrees and announces that the duel will be sword-based. Art instantly understands that Olivia is using Sylphie to uncover the truth about him. He decides to intentionally lose the fight. The duel begins. Art only blocks Sylphie's attacks without striking back. She mocks him, saying he fights like a girl. Even then, Art suppresses his emotions and continues defending. But her constant taunting finally irritates him. He decides to attack once, just enough to lose. However, Sylphie was waiting for that exact moment. She launches a direct strike toward his face. Instead, Art defeats her with a single move. Olivia immediately declares Art the winner. Ironically, Sylphie's own ego causes her to lose. Still, she refuses to accept defeat and attempts to use her most dangerous attack, swinging her sword again. Art blocks it with a barrier, but from inside that barrier he stares straight at her. She tries to attack again, but Olivia steps in and orders her to stop. She scolds Sylphie, saying that even after all these years, she's still acting like a child. Sylphie had been using a sword that releases poisonous gas with every strike, putting all the students in danger. Sylphie still refuses to admit her mistake, until Reina steps forward. Reina firmly tells her that she should apologize and never use her power to harm others. Hearing Reina speak in that tone reminds Sylphie of Lydia. She breaks down, crying, and sincerely apologizes. As Reina places a hand on her head, Art realizes something important. Reina truly is just like Lydia. Later, they begin discussing the play. It's decided that Art will play the role of Demon Lord Varvatos. When Art asks who will play Lydia, everyone agrees that Reina is perfect for the role. Since no one wants to play the evil god, that role goes to Sylphie. After finalizing the play, they move on to decide what to run at their booth. Jenny suggests opening a maid cafe, confident it will make a lot of profit. She even designs maid outfits for the girls. The girls completely reject the idea. But the boys? They're way too excited. After that, Jenny drops a bombshell. She tells everyone that at the maid cafe, they'll even be able to serve Art personally. The moment she says that, the reactions from both groups flip completely. The boys are suddenly thrilled, while the girls look absolutely furious. Elsewhere, a masked man watches all of this through a glowing orb. He quietly mentions that Art is hiding a dark secret, one that Sylphie is about to uncover very soon. Soon after, the school festival officially begins. Art and Rina are assigned to patrol the area while also checking on the different stalls. Suddenly, a loud explosion echoes through the grounds. When they rush to the scene, they realize it's nothing serious. Sylphie is just arguing with a food vendor. She suspects he's a demon. Olivia arrives and shuts it down immediately, explaining that she's known the man for a long time and that he's completely human. She orders Sylphie to stop roaming around suspiciously. Rina then asks them to help out at their booth. As they walk, Rina stares at a massive, ancient tree standing in the center of the academy. She admits that the tree has always given her an unsettling feeling. Art explains that according to legend, the country's third king, also known as the Great Sword King, sealed something extremely important at that exact location. Just then, Olivia arrives and reveals that the festival's main attraction is the Sword King tournament, named in honor of that legendary ruler. She casually adds that she has already signed Art up as a participant. Art immediately objects. He says he's already involved in the play and that his power exists to protect people, not to show off. That response completely irritates Olivia. She snaps back, reminding him that she's the professor here, not him. She threatens that if he refuses to participate, she can make his life at the academy extremely unpleasant. Later, Art heads toward Jenny's maid cafe, but suddenly a wall explodes outward as Sylphie bursts through it. Apparently, some perverted guy touched her chest. Art instantly paralyzes the man, repairs the destroyed wall with magic, and scolds Sylphie for damaging school property. When Art finally enters the cafe, he's greeted by a shocking sight. Every single girl is lined up, ready to serve him. Rina storms in and scolds them all, but Jenny stops her, claiming that they're just doing their job as staff. In response, Rina changes into a maid outfit herself and announces that she will serve Art personally. This almost sparks another argument. It's interrupted by an announcement over the speakers. The Sword King tournament will begin tomorrow. This year's grand prize is the first replica of the Holy Sword. Hearing this, Sylphie immediately decides to participate since the Holy Sword originally belonged to Lydia. Rina also declares that she'll join the tournament. Jenny then announces that she's entering too, so she can learn how to properly wield Art's sword. That statement pushes Rina over the edge. She yells at Jenny, accusing her of deliberately acting shameless just to get closer to Art. The two begin arguing again, saying that they'll finally settle their unfinished business in the tournament. When the competition begins, Rina's match is first. She defeats her opponent effortlessly. Sylphie also wins her match with ease. The fighter scheduled to face Olivia forfeits before the match even begins. Art wins his match as well, because losing on purpose here would only raise suspicion. Then it's Jenny's turn. Her opponent is a massive, muscular fighter who completely overwhelms her at first. Art notices her hesitation and encourages her from the sidelines. Regaining her confidence, Jenny attacks with everything she has and manages to secure a shocking victory. Next, it's announced that the upcoming match will be Lady Olivia versus Art. During the fight, Olivia relentlessly attacks him. Art can't afford to lose too easily, or people will suspect something, so he focuses only on blocking her strikes. But when one attack comes dangerously close to his neck, Art activates Mega Wall and sends Olivia flying clear out of the city. The crowd immediately erupts, calling him a cheater. Because he used magic, Art is disqualified from the tournament. Olivia fails to return in time for her next match, which is ruled a forfeit. That leads to the final match, Rina versus Jenny. Their battle is evenly matched. In the middle of the fight, Rina tells Jenny to stop trying to build a harem around Art. Jenny fires back, saying that someone like Art needs more than one girl. Their conversation spreads through the crowd, and soon the entire school starts whispering. Art, completely embarrassed, tries to hide his face. In the end, Rina lands the decisive blow and wins the match. Afterward, Rina proudly declares that since she won, she's the only one who gets to stay by Art's side. Jenny scoffs and replies that matters of the heart can't be decided by a sword tournament. Watching everything from afar, the masked man comments coldly that actors who can't follow their assigned script are completely useless. Not long after, it's time for the stage play to begin. Seeing